Hello everyone. So if you don't know me, I like a challenge, and I saw the Read Good challenge that Ben Reads Good does. Basically, it has a prompt for every month of the year, and I have done. Last year, I did the Buzzwordathon challenge and the Buzzword cover challenge, and I found it a little bit difficult to find things that fitted, just because like I found the word ones overly specific in a way that I don't have a huge amount of books to choose from. I have to search from the library, and then random things will come up that I was not super interested in. And yeah, I just felt that it was not a very, like, the cover one as well, like a lot of the things that um, were in the cover challenge, although I found that one easier because it was a little bit easier to manipulate things a little bit. I found it that it just, like, the covers that I normally read, they just don't fit with the kind of things that are in those challenges. And the Read Good challenge felt like it was a little bit more um, catered to the things I already read, which makes sense because Ben reads good, reads more similar things than I do. Like, he reads the Booker, and he's interested in the Women's Prize for Fiction um, prize, and reading a little bit more widely and more literary stuff. So it makes sense that those prompts fit better with what I'm reading. Um, so I thought it would be fun to just document a little bit um, every month the book that I read for that challenge. And I'm going to be good, and I'm going to read a book that fits the prompt in each month of the challenge. I'm not going to say, let's say, if I cover a prompt that is in March, in January, I'm not going to count it. I'll have to read the book in a month. So for January, the prompts are puns, by the way, and the prompt for January is Scranmary. Read a book with a food word in the title. And the book that I chose, because January is a little bit tight with my reading schedule, is Fowl Eologies. I'm not sure if this fits like perfectly, but fowl, I think, can be considered a food word, because it refers to, like, all the um, birds that people eat. Poultry might be a little bit similar to this, but anyway, fowl, according to Google, it can be considered a food word, so I'm going to go with this one.
So this book is about a woman that at the beginning of the book she lost her mother, and she goes back to her original village, and she starts taking care of the chicken farm that her mother had. She is vegetarian. She's very city-like. She left the village because she did not like the village. But we see her in the book starting to get attached to the chickens, and she decides that she's going to keep the farm going, and she's going to write a small eulogy for each chicken that she kills and sells in the stores. And so we see her developing this concept and what she does with the chickens and the farm and her life, and the question if she wants to go back to the city or not, and how um, farming works these days and how she wants to do it. And that's basically the main topics that this book deals with.
I really like this. This was very interesting. Very funny at parts. It's also very poetic at parts, very quotable. It's the way that the book is constructed made the book go quite, have a pace and a rhythm to it. It has very short chapters, and then we also have um, pages with the actual eulogies of some of the chickens, and we can see also how they evolve throughout the book. And it was very um, very endearing, but also, well, with a topic that is quite brutal. modern farming is very brutal, and this book represents that without going into the gory details, and also is very effective at showing the problems with that and the inhumanity that implies. And I think this book did that really, really well. I also think that the juxtaposition of the rural environment and the city environment was quite well done, although less prominent, I will say, and the innocence of some of the people that don't work in the industry, of how these chickens are actually treated and killed. And yeah, I thought it was a really smart way to talk about this topic, and I'm really really happy that I read it.